Watching out for you, this is Storm Team 8.
And starting off with a live view here from our Muskegon Skycam, this one from the top of Grand Valley State University's campus there. You can see as we look above here, still a little bit of blue every once in a while passing through, and actually areas near and north of Interstate 96 did hold on to the sun for a little bit longer this morning, and that's why some of the warmest temps are a little farther to the north. And I'm not going to say we won't see any sun this afternoon, because we likely will see a little bit, but just won't be nearly as sunny as it was over the weekend or early this morning. Storm Track Live radar still dry outside right now across southwestern lower Michigan, although there is a chance we'll start to see a little bit of activity pick up here within the next couple of hours. You can see one batch of rain to our south. If you were watching on Daybreak this morning, this was located around the Fort Wayne area in Toledo. It's slowly been moving to the north and northeast, so farther away from us. Couple of little sprinkles trying to get going through the far southern portion of our area. What I'm more concerned about, though, is what tries to happen in Wisconsin later on this afternoon. Isolated showers and storms try to develop just ahead of a cold front. But if you were watching on Daybreak this morning, we were tracking the line moving across Wisconsin, saying if it could make it here, it would be the early afternoon. But obviously, it did not make it here, dried up as we thought would be a possibility. So otherwise, just warm and humid, and those humidity levels have increased quite a bit since early this morning. The breeze is going to continue to pick up, pumping in more of that moisture and warmer air. Showers and storms are possible. Some of them could be on the strong side. We are not in the slight risk area for severe weather, and the chance for severe weather overall in southwest lower Michigan is quite low. Not zero, but very low. Following this cold front, too, we're going to see cooler temps move in for a couple days, and then we'll warm things right back up. Right now, 79 degrees in Grand Rapids, 80 in Fremont, 82 in Big Rapids and Mount Pleasant. This is where the sun has stuck around for the longest, where there's been more cloud cover. Check that out, 72 right now in Sturgis. And here are the dew points rising now into the 60s. What I mentioned earlier is the measure of moisture in the air. When these make it into the mid 60s, it starts to feel a little bit on the sticky side, and that's exactly what has happened. 24-hour forecast shows at 6 p.m. Here's that line of showers, maybe a few embedded storms trying to push through the area. Really not looking very impressive to me at this point. By midnight, that front is pushing through. Most of the area is drying out. We fall into the 70s. We wake up tomorrow morning to much more comfortable conditions and hopefully a very pleasant sunrise with temps in the low 60s. And then by the noon hour, we're looking at upper 60s, considerably cooler than we were today. 74 at 6 p.m. And then if you look out at Lake Michigan today, we do have an elevated risk for rip currents that continues for locations mainly north of Grand Haven. Waves there building right around 3 feet. We have those winds out of the south and then southwest. So the south and southwest side of any of the piers, especially dangerous today. Here's the 8-day forecast. 74 only tomorrow. That's how warm some places were this morning. 75 for Wednesday, 83 on Thursday, and look at the 90s. Trying to return for the upcoming weekend. I mentioned a little earlier that we're actually having an issue with being too dry here in southwest lower Michigan. Some places in the country seeing too much rain, near Pensacola, Florida, one of those. But we've had a pretty dry month of June. Haven't had any measurable rain since June 2nd, so it wouldn't be all bad to get a little rain to move through here tonight.
Yeah, we should kind of cross our fingers for the rain to come today, because otherwise, yikes.
Not be a while. Could be 8
brown
to
lawns
10
or lots of
days.
water. Huh?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Thank you, Laura.
All right.